Now today we will begin with Socialism in Europe and Russian Revolution Part 3. I have already uploaded first and second part. Let's see in detail. The content which we are going to cover is the February Revolution in Petrograd, event and its effect, and same October Revolution, event and its effect, the Civil War and making socialist society, and next is Stalin and collective farming, and the last is global influence. The February Revolution in Petrograd. Petrograd here means the St. Petersburg. Okay, now let's see the event, what happened over here. In the winter of 1970, Petrograd was grim. There was the food shortage in workers' quarter. Actually, this is the incident because here the division was done between the autocrats and the poor people. There is a river Neva which flows here in Russia, and people were divided on both this part of the river. At the left bank, you will see there live a fashionable area. That means the rich people used to live. Even the Winter Palace was settled over here, and the official buildings. But at the right side, you will see there was a poor people who were totally having a small quarters. All the factories were set up, so here there was a division made between the people. And yes, people were not at all happy with the situation, because at the one hand side you will see the people, rich peoples are living, they are having all the facilities, and another side of the river the workers and their quarters are there, and they are not getting the food to eat. Now here definitely the anger will release by the people. So on 22nd Feb, a lockdown took place at the factory, and the workers of 50 other factories joined in this sympathy. Women also led and participation in this strike. This came to be called as the International Day. Yes, as the women joined on 22nd February, the women joined this big strike. So that day was declared as a International Women Day. The government imposed a curfew as the quarter of fashionable areas and the official building was surrounded by workers. Here, the prosperous people are not at all happy with the all of sudden attack of the workers. So they have declared curfew, and as it was declared curfew, by the end of the evening, most of the people returned to their home. But again, they came back on 24th and 25th of February. The government called out the cavalry and police to keep an eye on and check on them. Yes, here the cavalry means the police force who move on horses. So here they were called to stop these people or to keep control on these workers who again came for the strike. But later on 25th February, the government suspended the Duma and politicians spoke against the measure. The people were out with force again. Yes, on 24th and 25th, the situation was that people came again to this fashionable area, but now the people are getting out of control, as they were also this Duma people also said to attack on them. So here the situation is becoming worse now, because the Tsar Nicholas, he himself will not be able to control the people. So on 27th, the police headquarters were sacked, and cavalry was called out again. However, it refused to fire on demonstration. Yes, as on 27th, you can see the people. They were on 26th. Basically, they were called again, and the people had caught. They reached to the 20 on 27th. They reached to the people's headquarter. So here the Duma people again, they called the cavalry and asked to uh, uh, demonstrate fire on them, but they totally refused, because even the cavalry were knowing ki whatever these workers are doing, they are doing totally just. So an officer was shot at the barrack of the regiment, and other regiment mutinied, voting to join the striking worker rather to form a Soviet or a council. This was the Petrograd Soviet. Now here the condition is like that ki the officers were attacked now, and there was a total strike, and the people gathered to form a Soviet. Soviet here means a group or a council. So, and this group which was formed, or a council member which were formed, they were called as Petrograd Soviet. Then next is, as delegations went to meet the Tsar, military commander advised him to abdicate. That means here military commander said to Tsar, it will be much better if you uh, suspend, or you if you surrender your post. So he did the same. The Tsar abdicated on 22nd March, means he surrendered from his post. Now there is no monarch system. Now here Tsar is no more power, no more under the power. The provincial government was formed by the Soviet and the Duma leaders to run the country. Yes, as the Tsar was not there, he was not under the power. Now new government is formed, and the name of that government is the provincial government. Provincial means a temporary government before the election is holded. Yes, here the temporary government was formed with the help of Soviet, that means the Petrograd Soviets, the members, and some leaders of the Duma. The people involved were the parliamentaries, workers, women workers, soldiers, and military commanders. Yes, in the Soviet, the main of most of the people were involved from the parliamentaries. They were the parliamentarians and the workers, women workers, soldiers, and military commanders. Now, what was the effect of this incident? Whatever the incident took place from 22nd to 27th February, what was the effect of this incident? Let's see. Restrictions on public meeting and association were removed. Yes, during the Tsar Nicholas period, there was a restriction that nobody will hold a meeting or a group meeting. Soviet were set up everywhere. Yes, there was a council set up everywhere, so that the people who were facing the problem, that can be solved. In individual area, factory committees were forced, which began questioning the way industrialists run their factories. The second thing is that as the people were, as the capitalists were running the industries, now the question arises on them. Yes, as they were questions, now soldiers committee was formed into the army. This was the initiative taken by the Bolshevik. Now, as Bolshevik returned in Russia, he tried to make some changes. Yes, the provincial government saw its power declining. Yes, the whatever the action or whatever the situation the Bolshevik has created, his power was developing continuously. Now the provincial government want that his power the power of provincial government is declining, and now it is the time to take some action against spreading this discontent. It registers attempt by worker to run factories and arrested leaders. Yes, here what happened? There was a resistant attempt by the workers to run factories and arrested leader. Peasants and the socialist revolutionary leader pressed for a redistribution of land. Land committee were formed and peasants seized land between July and September 1970. You can see here the Petrograd Soviet meeting. October Revolution. Now let's see what is the October Revolution. Military men loyal to the government seized the building of two Bolshevik newspapers. Pro-government troops were sent to take over telephone and telegram offices and protect the Winter Palace. Yes, here the action is being taken by now the loyal military man loyals, and in response military revolutionary committee ordered to seize government officers and arrest the ministers. The Aura ship sailed the Winter Palace. Other ships took over the strategic point. By the night the city had been taken over and minister had surrendered. All Russian Congress of Soviet in Petrograd approved the Bolshevik action. Now whatever the incident is being told here, is been expressed here, is that most of the now people tried to ministers were arrested, officers were also arrested. Now here the abolition of provincial government is clearly shown. all the people were agree with the Bolshevik action, because the whatever he is trying to change, that means all the land should be seized, it should be redistributed, these all things are appreciated by the people. So here all the Russian Congress of Soviet in Petrograd approved the Bolshevik action because they were satisfied. You can see the image of aura ship. This is the image of Winter Palace at St. Petersburg. Now there was a heavy fight in Moscow. By December, the Bolshevik controlled the Moscow-Petrograd area also. The people involved were Lenin, the Bolshevik group, and the pro-government. That means the pro-government here means कि after the Tsar Nicholas, the supporter of the Tsar who were there under the power were the combined with Bolshevik. Now effects. What were the effects of this October Revolution? Most industries and banks were nationalized in November 1970s. Land were declared social property and peasants were allowed to seize the land of the nobility. Use of old aristocrats' title were banned. Now here, basically the land which were there of the noble people were seized. Yes, they were seized. They were now in the control of the Bolshevik, and that were supported to the peasant. That means that were redistributed to the peasants. New uniforms were designed for the army and official. Russia became a one party state. Now here there is no provincial government running. Now Russia has totally become one party state, that is the power of the Bolshevik. Trade union was kept under party control. Whatever the trade was done, it was totally under the control of the Bolshevik. The process of centralized planning was introduced. This led to the economic growth. Yes, here basically when the Bolshevik entered, he has made several changes and there was a development also in the economy. But there was something which was not, by which the people were not happy. Industrial industries production also increased and the extended schooling system developed. Yes, here the schooling system is developed and the collectivization of farms started. Now what is the collectivization? Basically here you can see a collectivization is that they collect the farm, means they consolidate the farm and they try to redistribute among the farmers according to their family need. For example, if there is a two to three member in the family, a small patch of land will be given, and if there is a large family with the member of 8 to 10 families, a big patch of land will be given. And at the right hand side you can see the uniform which was designed for the army and officials. Yes, now the civil war. When the Bolshevik ordered land redistribution, the Russian army began to break up. Now Bolshevik socialist liberals and the supporter of autocracy condemned the Bolshevik uprising. They formed their troops and were called as Greens and fight against Bolshevik, that is red. Yes, the people, those who were not in favor of Bolshevik, they were the Greens, and the people those who were Bolsheviks, they were the Reds. And the pro-Tsar, that means the people who were after the Tsar rule, the followers of the Tsar in short we can say, they were the Whites. Now control most of the Russian Empire, it was controlled by them. Okay, they were supported by French, Americans, British and Japanese troop. All this fought a war with the Bolsheviks, making a socialist society. The Bolshevik kept industries and banks nationalized during the Civil War. The process of centralized planning was introduced. Rapid construction and industrialization started, and the extended schooling system developed. Now there is a change. Here, basically, Stalin and collective farming is discussed. Stalin believed that the rich peasants and the traders stocked supplies to create the shortage of grain. Hence, collectivization was the need of the hour. This system would also help to modernize farm. Those farming who resisted collectivization were punished, and deported and exiled. Here basically there is a planning of Stalin. According to Stalin, the people, those who are prosperous, those who have big patch of land, what they do basically, they try to hold the food grain, and the other hand you will see there is a shortage, and hence collectivization was the need or the time to bring a change. And in this way the modernization was done. Modernization can be done in the farming, means more, if there is a big patch of land, 3 4 workers are combined together, their lands are combined together, then we can use a modern equipments. And in a small patch of land, no modern equipment can be used. So those farmers who resisted collectivization were punished and deported to exile. Now those who were not ready to combine the land, combine the plot, they were totally deported or exiled from that area. Now at the end we will see the global influence. Global influence means ki what was the effect of this revolution in other countries. By 1950 it was recognized in the country, and outside that everything was not in keeping with the ideals of the Russian Revolution. Though industries and the agriculture had developed and the poor were being fed, the essential freedom to the citizens were being denied. Yes, here at the end we can see how the poor people needs and requirements was denied. However, it was recognized that social ideals still enjoy respect among the Russians. But in each country, the ideas of socialism were rethought in a variety of different ways, because whatever was practiced in social society could not be practiced in every country. Thank you for listening patiently. Have a nice day.